Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're all good. So on today's episode, I'm going to be talking you through the funnest bike in the world, and that is an absolute fact. This is the Santa Cruz 5010, and this is my dream build. So we have the 5010, Santa Cruz's most playful bike of the full range, and in my eyes, one of the most playful bikes in the whole wide world. This thing is absolutely insane. 27.5-inch wheels throughout, so that's both rear, front, 27.5, 130 at the rear, and then 140 fork up front. So it's 130 rear, so there is, there's enough grip on the back end, and it's running that lower link VPP, so you have got that grip and support on the rear when you are at speed and descending. But it does, however, reach its limitation on the steeper, rough stuff, and when it gets real chattery, do feel it. But at the same time, you've got a massive grin on your face, so in theory, it doesn't matter. It's the playfulness outrules the speed factor. If you are, chasing PBs, you're not going to hit PBs on this bike in comparison to 29ers MX bikes, but you're going to have mega fun while doing it. So if you're a rider who just loves smashing laps in, having fun with your mates, the 5010 is purposely built for you. I can't let out how much I love this bike. It is just so good. I'm gonna leave the shop tonight, and I'll probably head to my local spot and hit some jumps on it tonight, just to fulfill my day really. It's that bike that as soon as I built it, I just can't get off it. I'm just every night wanting to go to hit some jumps, and it is purposely built around that and designed and marketed around that. But and then in the flip side, I've had a build with a dropper on, and I've just, same again, as soon as you take it to the trails, it's just so light and agile underneath you. You can just do top to bottom runs and just have mega fun with it. So as well as descending, this bike is fantastic on the climbs. It's got a nice steep seat angle, and then it's running the lower link VPP system by Santa Cruz, which, same again, in my eyes, I think it's one of the best, most planted platforms. As soon as you touch down on the cranks, power drive is imminent. So it's got a really nice, comfortable position when you are climbing. So the 5010, as majority of Santa Cruz bikes now, is running the lower link system. So it's a lower link VPP system, which is designed by Santa Cruz. In my eyes, one of the best platforms that you can have. As soon as you touch down on the cranks, the power drive is imminent, and then as soon as you need that shock activating when you're on the descent, it just opens it up and feels so plush and really stable underneath you. Wheelbase on this bike is quite short, so same again, it does make it nice and lively. If you look at the specs compared to the bikes upwards, the Bronze and the Nomad, this is one of the shorter travel bikes, and it is purposely designed for the fun factor. You're not gonna, smash out your PBs, but at the same time, you're gonna have the most fun doing it. So it's one of those bikes, if you just wanted to get out there, have fun, and just just make the most of every ride, and the 5010 ticks all the boxes. And if you're looking to race enduros, for example, it might not be aimed at you. So it's one of those that you have to sit down, work at your local surroundings, where you ride, if you like jumps, if you like turns, if you like smashing laps with your mates and just having a good time, or if you want to kick on and race and smash your PBs. If you've seen some of our previous videos, you'll know that I often talk about the confidence inspiring feel bike. This bike, to say it is a short travel bike, we're looking at 130 on the rear, it still does have that confidence feel element, but it doesn't have that as much confidence feel as some bikes. I mean, you jump on this, and because it's so small, short, twitchy, it does feel nice and light and nimble. But for example, big 29ers, bigger travel, you don't instantly hit a descent and think, wow, this is amazing, it's tracking so well, because this bike just wants to party, and that is kind of the one thing that I'd say not lets the bike down in any way, shape or form, but it's one thing that I would compare it towards Nomads, Bronson and the further travel bikes. The more travel you have with the VPP system, the more confidence it does give out. And this bike, it's like a little Jack Terrier, for example. It's so lively and just wants to jump around the trails. And when you're coming down the trails and you let off the brakes, you can tell it's doing that, and it will do it, but it does feel more out of control than a bigger travel Santa Cruz, where it's just gripping and tracking the floor, whereas this one is just short travel, lively, underneath you, you can feel it. And if you're happy and have the confidence to let go of the brakes and let the bike work for you, you will have the most fun that you'll have on a bike, absolutely guaranteed. But if you want to just swing a leg over a bike and just kind of let the bike work for you, maybe this bike will be limited of what it will achieve for you. So you will be better on a bigger travel bike that will be more suited and more confidence inspiring, for example. Not too sure if you've seen them already, but these are the new Greg Minnar Special Edition Burgtec Bartender grips. They're absolutely sick. They're doing 3 mixed colours now, and they look really cool. Should I change the grips out on this build, or should I leave the gum grips? Let us know in the comments what you think. It looks sick on the build. So on this build, Hutchinson have kindly given us some tyres to try out. Never ran the Grifters before, so really excited to try them out, and they've been absolutely solid. Like, the wear's good. They are a soft compound, so they've got plenty of grip and support and hold in the turns. I've got a cush core on the rear, just when I run out of talent and case the jumps. I'm not replacing that many reserves, although I say that, I've never cracked one. So yeah, let's touch wood, I'll be good. But yeah, just super hold on the back, and obviously they just look superbly with the tan wall tyres. They're just fitting nicely with a purple rain paint job on the Cruise, and then fitting nicely with a copper bronze cassette, and then all the cash Burgtec upgrades, and of course Petey's valves. Yeah, so yeah, really impressed with these tyres. It's one of those, they are cheaper than Max's. I mean, Max's are breaking the scale at the minute and seeing how expensive they can go, and they're hitting it quite hard. But yeah, Grifters, fantastic tyre. I've had these on now for about a month, I'd say, and yeah, they're wearing well. Majority of riding, as I mentioned before, is a lot of jump work and in the local trails, but yeah, they're holding up. I've ridden around rocks and there's no wear to the sidewalls, so yeah, really impressive. Really pleased with these tyres, and shout out to Windwave for hooking us up with them. So yeah, cheers guys. The reason that I've got a fixed posting, one, it looks absolutely rad, and I'm down with the kids, so I'm grabbing the seat, doing toboggan, stuff like that. But yeah, the main reason for that is I had a warranty on my Axis, and all it was it scored the stanchion, so I've sent that away. I'm waiting on a new post to come, but in the meantime I've put a fixed post in, Burgtec cloud saddle on it, and I absolutely love it. I'm not doing a lot of pedalling on it, which is good for me. It's just a little local spot where I ride. I just pull it out of the van, push it up the hillside, and then hit some jumps. So it's absolutely perfect, keeps that seat nice and low. But I'm also just waiting for a one-up dropper. The guys out in BC are sorting us out a dropper, which is really cool. So I'm going to put a 200mm drop in this and test and review the one-up components. So looking forward to that. We'll probably do a video on that one. So I've got that coming, and a pair of the handlebars as well. So I'm going to do a little review on those, which is yeah, real cool for those to get in contact and send us some stuff. So yeah, shout out to One Up. But yeah, for now it's fixed post, old school. If I want to put the seat up, Allen key, up we go. But yeah, it's really good. I've been wanting to learn tricks on this bike, so it's basically like a big jump bike. It's just, that's how I've set it up. And all the suspension settings are nice and firm. The tyres, I'm running them rock solid in comparison to how I'd run my mountain bike. So yeah, it's just a dialed little jump bike really, and so fun. High riser bars, I've got Burgtec 50mm risers on there. So I'm making that front end nice and lively, nice and tall. So when you're pulling on the jumps, you can pull back more. And then for the manuals as well, you can see it back on the back wheel. We've been raised and in that nice position. So yeah, setup wise, it is nice and simple. Got the Axis gear on the back. So yeah, this thing, it so good. It just goes on all my builds. I mean, even my thumb hurts now when I touch a mechanical one. I've kind of gone real soft. But yeah, Axis derailleurs are just the most perfect upgrade. It's one of those, you put them on your bike and you instantly notice it. It's like you chuck some grips on our stem and yeah, it might look cool, but you don't necessarily notice it. Whereas this, as soon as you go from a mechanical mech to an electronic mech, it is absolutely noticeable. And a lot of our customers, the feedback is just, yeah, it's instantly noticeable. Not only shiftings imminently, it's just slicker. You don't get obviously cable rattle or anything like that, and it's just, yeah, such a good purchase. So if you're in the market and you want sorting out with electric, give us a shout, we'll sort you out. Hydra hub, so we got that beautiful sounding hub. All my builds practically go with the Hydra. Got the Tech Freeze, Hope brakes on it. Don't really need brakes on a bike like this, for what I'm riding for anyway, but they are super good. If you've noticed as well in a little video, I've got a 200mm rotor on the back, which is a bit overkill for the size, but these were off an original build that I had. And then the front wheel, we're lacking reserves because we're giving them to customers. So I've got a centre lock, and to be honest, we had one used, and like I say, I'm not braking a lot, so I don't need a lot of stopping power. So I've got a centre lock on the front and then a 6-bolt Hope on the back. So yeah, don't call me out on that one. And yeah, Mark 5 peds, best peds in the game by far. They're awesome of these. So yeah, nice, obviously CC frame as well, nice and lightweight. And then Burgtec finishing cockpit on, of course, the Santa Cruz reserves. So I know fair well when I run out of talent and case a jump, when I come heavy down and smash it, I'll get a replacement, because that is what you're paying for. You're paying for the guarantee and the lifetime on the wheels and the frame. So yeah, another reason why Santa Cruz are just so good. So yeah, that is my Santa Cruz 5010. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions whatsoever on the bike, or if you want to know availability, anything like that, give us a shout. Either drop us a line in the comments or get in touch via Instagram at No Limits Cycling, or give us a call at the shop. Thank you again for watching, guys. Really appreciate the support and all the nice comments. So yeah, hopefully we can keep that up. If there's any reviews you want to see, just drop us a line in the comments and we shall sort it out. Have a great weekend, guys, and yeah, see you in the next one.